Greetings, it is I, Foolish. I'm down here responding to a full emergency. My buddy's having trouble gaining some clarity on a situation, let's say. And this friend of mine, I refer to him as the Druid. He's just in too deep. Oh, fast buddy, you go too deep. We say that all the time around here. It's ridiculous. It doesn't even mean anything anymore, but, you know, we're still having fun with it. Anyway, my buddy, let's say the circumstances, actually, I feel like circumstances often cloud our vision. And it even, I think, is probably another video for another day, but I do notice that when we're deciding whether or not someone deserves compassion or empathy, a lot of times we think about the circumstances that are surrounding the situation that the person is struggling with. And if those circumstances are not as severe as some of the things we've experienced, often forgetting that these things are relative and that the person may have a different weep number than we may, or that their baseline may be completely different. And one person's messed up Starbucks order is another person's waking up in the middle of an eye surgery. Not that that's ever happened to me, ever. Hypothetically. You know, people are different. People have different experiences. People have different, circumstances. People have different levels of coping skills. So I try really hard not to get snarly about somebody coming to me with what they, they're having a problem and they're struggling with something. And I can, I hear myself be like, yeah, well, hey, why don't you suck it up? Because I did, these other 100 things that were far more worse than what you're talking about, you spoiled little brat, or whatever, right? I hear myself doing it. Don't be ashamed of yourself if you do this too. Just, let that part of it, I find, I'm not lecturing you, but I find if I just let that part just have it say, and I just don't, I remain relatively poker-faced about it, maybe that other person won't hear. Because it's just one part of you that's doing that. That's not what your whole person is doing. What's this? A pop-out? Interesting. I'm not going to outline the circumstances. Let's get back to my friend, because we're not here to talk about me right now. I am here to do emergency tarot. EMT, if you will. That's interesting. Five of Pentacles. King of Cups reversed. That is... Alright, Morgan. Morgan's ready. Morgan's like, hey, why don't you quit running your mouth and let me tell you something. Tell me something, Morgan. Tell me. Give me like 3 cards about Druid and his situation. Circumstances unimportant. We just need to get to the truth of the matter. We gotta get to the truth. And we got to figure out what is his best plan of action. Can you give me 3 cards? Mm-hmm. 2 more, baby. Just, it's been working really well lately, so I'm just going to give her room to grow. And there we are. Boom. All right, well, let's read it, because even though you don't know the circumstances, I'm sure it'll be at least somewhat entertaining for you to hear what Morgan had to say about it. Let me just write this down. This is just a quickie. Druid. Druid's Dilemma. Sounds like a D&D book, doesn't it? King of Cups. Reversed. I, for one, am excited to see what this is. Chariot. The thing about, though, let me get back to whether, you know, like, me being the RoboCop of empathy, like, judge and jury about whether I should dole out some empathy to some poor bastard who doesn't have the same week numbers I do. While I'm doing that, and this is why I don't take it too seriously if I'm like judging someone else, because to me, it's just a little part of me that's doing that, okay? While I'm doing that, someone else is doing that to me when they hear me struggling with something out loud where everyone can hear me, right? There's someone out there with, I don't know, perhaps a hot poker in their ass or some horrible affliction, you know, that's like way, like 1,000 times worse than mine. And like I'm the Starbucks messed up coffee order crier, you know? That's why I don't put a whole lot of stock in whether I think, you know, what I determine is a worthy level of struggle, or whether the circumstances merit some compassion. I just gotta let that part in my brain just do what it do. And I just try to maintain poker face. Because, you know, it's not even worth taking seriously, honestly. That's just how I see it. I could be completely wrong about that. Okay. Alright, Druid, here is your reading, baby. Let's see what we can do here. I know Morgan, that's why I picked Morgan, because she breaks the mofo down. And here we go. Already I can see it. I see it. Okay. 5 of Pence. Material hardship, impoverished, unemployed, homeless. Downgrade or instability in job, home, or personal finances. Let me know if you need a sugar mama. Hey. Poor health, injury, illness, physical discomfort. Well, we're all getting old. Don't worry too much about that. Isolated and alone. Feeling rejected or unsupported. Feeling helpless or hopeless. Personal ethics may be compromised by hardship. The need for spiritual strength. You need the strength. That's what you need, mister. You see? She don't play. Morgan don't play. That's why we save her for the you know, she's the big guns. King of Cups. Now, you're new to this whole big deal. So let me read you what it would be if it were upright. Emotional maturity and balance. Secure, resilient, calm, at ease. At ease, soldier. Understands human nature, spiritual or emotional, wisdom. Sympathetic, tolerant, kind-hearted. Concerned for the well-being of others, humane. Strong people skills. Fatherly understanding and guidance. Daddy. Good spiritual or creative advice. But that's none of those things. It's reverse, so here you go. Oh, honey, really? Girl. Focused on the shortcomings of other people. But I mean, I feel like that's what brought us together in the first place. Cynical about humanity. Again, it's, hey. Emotional bully, erratic, weak emotional control. Well, you know, that's not how I feel about you. Dang. All right. All right. The Chariot. Your spiritual Uber. Individual drive and ambition. Force of will. Ego, it says. Willpower. Reaching your goals through self-discipline, self-assertion, and focused determination. In control of your surroundings. Reigning in opposing forces. All right. Are you starting to get the picture? Like, this is all starting to... And this is just 5 cards, just general reading 5 cards, trying to get a handle on this situation. Again, we have a reversal. This is a 6 of Swords, okay? Now, if it were upright, this is what it would be. In transition, passage, not there yet, on a journey. Moving from unsettled to settled, turmoil to calm, chaos to stability. Partial knowledge to full understanding, negative to positive. Well, taking what you've learned or your current beliefs with you as you move forward. But see, you've got a reverse card here. And that meaning is this. Always in transition, never getting to point B. Wanting to move forward, but are blocked or delayed. Pulled back into the turmoil. I'll just leave that hanging in the air. And this is the 4 of Wands. Check this out. It's all been worth it. Reaching a milestone. Acknowledge and celebrate what has been achieved so far before the next phase begins. There's going to be a next phase, it says. A solid foundation has been laid for future growth and prosperity. Feeling happy and secure about the present and confident about the future. I feel like this might be a little bit of a timeline here. Actually, here's what I really think. This is you. This is the situation as it is right now, okay? And then I feel like these 3 cards down here, past, present, future. That's my guess, okay? That's what I'm grokking from the cards. And you do look pretty busted right here. Look at somebody had whipped your ass right there. But in the end, you know, new phase. So that's my reading for Druid. And I'll let everyone see this. Because who knows? There might be something in here for you too. And I mentioned something about sunk costs on another video that I think I scheduled it for tomorrow, I think. Sunk cost, people. It's a not just a logical fallacy, but also for some reason one of the most treasured self-sabotage methods. So look into that as well. I will see you at another time.